Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest Chelsea news. A couple of really heartwarming stories to go through, heartwarming topics to touch upon. You're really going to enjoy it. One is in regards to Cucurella. The other one is in regards to Andrey Santos. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get in on this, smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to get in touch with all my content. Let's get to 37,000 subscribers. And please annihilate the like button right now. Take a moment and annihilate the like button. You're always here. You're always keeping up to date with all the news, and you're always commenting. So you might as well smash that like button. All right, let's get in on that. Love to talk about Cucurella. Marc Cucurella, what a story, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys remember when he was brought in, I was so happy. I've told you guys this story millions of times, right? He was balling at Brighton, and you guys all know, the people that have known me for a long time, I watch Brighton quite sincerely, quite diligently, do you know what I mean? Quite regularly. And I was very impressed by Cucurella. I didn't know about him too much prior to that. I think he was in Getafe in Spain, and he was doing really good over there. But at Brighton, he impressed the living daylights out of me. And when he got linked with Manchester City, I was so upset because I was hoping that we were going to buy him for Thomas Tuchel. He would have been perfect as a wing back, as an LCB. He would have been perfect. And then eventually enough, we got him. I was so excited, but things just simply didn't go the right way. Thomas Tuchel got sacked. Cucurella had personal problems. The performances weren't great. And then Pochettino came in. He was out of favor. He was moments away from going to Man United, but for some reason it didn't happen. Thank God that it didn't happen. And look at Cucurella right now. Since the last season, probably about 5 to 6 matches before the season ended, he really started to come out in true colors and in full fruition. And then all throughout the Euros, he was one of Spain's most important players. And now this season, this guy, honestly speaking, he's probably one of the best players in the Premier League. Forget about left back. He's one of the best players in the Premier League. Multifaceted. What can't he do? Look at all the different roles he covers. Left back, LCB, midfield, half space as a 10, out wide as a winger. This guy is unbelievable. The engine he has as well. He's non-stop. He's chasing, he's recovering, he's defending, he's crossing, he's everything. He's doing everything, looking after in midfield. He's a leader. He leads by example with his actions, and he's smart operator as well. Not that long ago, I think it wasn't in the last game, but the game before against Arsenal, how he goes up to the referee and said, "Hey, Havertz, he's got a split. He's got a split on his head, blood coming down. Get him out of it." He is a smart operator. And off the field as well, seems very humble. All of his Instagram stories with his missus and his kids, he seems like a very much a family guy, man. And this is what I like about him. All that adversity that he's gone through, and now he's come out on top. This is the level of attitude I like. This is the level of character that I like at Chelsea Football Club, because he knows what it takes to be a professional footballer, man. I love it. He's turning out to be a leader. This is the news about him. Cucurella, I think what the fans did was very special. Singing my song, I have worked hard to have these moments, and the fans believe in me. We came from tough times. I love it. And Chelsea Football Club, the Twitter account actually tweeted something out similar as well, saying, Cucurella. I think that's the song that's been going around. I love it, man. He deserves it. He deserves it. His performances have been impeccable. He's honestly, a few game weeks ago when he wasn't picked in the Premier League, I was shocked. How are you not picking Cucurella in the Premier League right now? Honestly, I'd be once again shocked if he's not picked in the Premier League matches. I couldn't care less about the Conference League, but in the Premier League matches, you must put Cucurella in. Cucurella and Maresca. And the other thing that I like about Cucurella is very insightful. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he seems to say a lot of good things about Maresca. He works really well and puts a lot of energy into it. He prepares the game very well, and I think he gives us idea on how to play every weekend. I've been saying it. Maresca comes across a particular manager that is doing his homework on a week-to-week basis on each opposition. And it's very important, not just on the Premier League oppositions, but also in the Conference League as well. Brilliant. This is what you need from a manager. horses for courses. Not every time it's going to be the same scenario on every opposition. Different oppositions have different sets of strengths, weaknesses, and you have to exploit that. And this is exactly what Maresca does. He does the homework and then he provides the feedback to his players. We have things to do every weekend to surprise our rivals. I think he and the staff are very good, and we keep going this way. We have the talent, so we need to stay at this level. I love it. Absolutely love it. Well done, Mark Cucurella. Keep continuing like this, my man. And yeah, look, right now, honestly, he's providing performances that are Chelsea player of the season type of performances. I know he's not setting the world apart with goals and assists and this, that, the other. I'm sure soon he's probably going to add that as well. But his primary objective is to ensure he covers all of those roles diligently. He does it well, and this is exactly what he's doing. Is all of those issues that he used to have defensively, where he would step up and he'd miss the ball and then it'd lead to a goal. He's eradicated all of that, nullified and negated all of that, and now he's turned out to be a supreme defender. Defensively, I don't see any weakness. Aerially, he wins duels, crunching tackles, awareness, ball playing ability, the lot. He's been sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in regards to Mark Cucurella. How do you feel about him? For me, unbelievable player right now. Next up, the other story, ladies and gentlemen, Andrey Santos. This kid, honestly, he's catching a lot of people's eye. He really is. He's catching a lot of people's eye, and he's now the captain of Strasbourg. I mean, just deep this for a second. He's on loan to Strasbourg, and I know it's the same sister club, Chelsea and whatnot. He's a Chelsea player, but he's the captain at a club where he's loaned at. That's a big deal, and he's only 20 years old. His performances seem to get better and better and better. Look, I know they lost during the weekend against Nice 2-1. They were leading 1-0. Strasbourg need to find ways to get consistency in terms of winning. You don't want to drop too many points. Liam Rossinet, it seems like a very good manager, and it's early days for him this season, and it's his first season over there. So we take our time over there. But it is important to pick up wins when you're in winning positions. But Andrey Santos, ladies and gentlemen, scoring goals, assisting as well at times, but most importantly, the way he's developing in midfield, central midfield, whether it's deep lying sort of playmaker in the build-up and also crashing the box up front. He's a box-to-box midfielder, and he seems to be on the rise, honestly. In defeat, it was an accomplished performance from Andrey Santos against Nice, who won 13 of his 14 duels. 13 of his 14 duels. You know how mad that is. Made 9 tackles as well, comfortably more than any other player, and made 3 key passes, a key player for Strasbourg. That is mad. 13 out of 14 duels won, 9 tackles. So defensively, this guy is solid. Is no Mickey Mouse. Off the ball, he's working. And then on the ball, 3 key passes. That's ridiculous, man. That's the exact type of players that we need at Chelsea Football Club, especially in midfield, who's combative off the ball and then excellent on the ball as well. That's the type of players that we need. I love it. I hope he keeps rising. Liam Rossignol, Andrey Santos shows every day that he's a great professional. He showed today that he can wear the armband. He replaced our usual captain with dignity this evening. Oh, this is sensational, man. He replaced the current captain over there, and he's taken over the captaincy. This is no small feat, man, to take over captaincy like that midway through the season. So he's got leadership quality, and I like that. This is the type of players that we need, young leaders. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts in regards to Andrey Santos. He has to be one of the players for Chelsea Football Club next season, undoubtedly. We've got Caicedo, we've got Romeo Lavia. We're going to talk about Enzo Fernandez. If he can keep going this way, then it's a good mix. Andrey Santos, Enzo Fernandez, Lavia, Caicedo. Uguchuku at Southampton is not impressing, so that could be a potential sell in the upcoming summer. Next up, Enzo Fernandez covered the most distance of any player on the pitch against Leicester, 11.6 kilometers. It is also the highest distance covered by any Chelsea player this season under Maresca. Unbelievable. Look, in recent times, there's been a lot of criticism. I know I've criticized, but it's because of his lack of performances, not because of anything else or any type of agenda or anything like that. I know there was a little bit of shenanigan news in between where he was splitting up with his missus, this, that, the other. That just compounded on top of the lack of performances he was providing on field. And on top of that, Enzo Maresca is the one who's been public about it. Enzo Maresca has been saying that he likes Caicedo and Lavia as the double pivot partnership because they provide a lot more physicality and Enzo Fernandez doesn't. But if Enzo Fernandez, look, take aside that it was Leicester, his individual stats, as you can see, 11.6 kilometers covered. Off the ball work rate? Yeah, I think so. I very much think so. If Enzo Fernandez, and we saw it in the game, well, we were all, watching, and we did not miss how impeccable Enzo Fernandez was off the ball and on the ball. But we know he's good on the ball. Lately he wasn't, but we know generally he's good on the ball. Off the ball, it was so clear to see the amount of ground he was covering, recovering runs, making tackles, making interceptions. Apparently he's got the highest stat for that game against Leicester as well in terms of winning duels and interceptions and tackles made. And all of those very, very good stats, defensive stats. So look, Enzo Fernandez, the performance he put on against Leicester has made me believe he's got it in his locker. He does. He has it in his locker to do that. Now he needs to do that on a regular basis. Consistency is very, very important. On the ball, he's passing well. He's assisting for Nicholas Jackson. He's made some really, really good assists in recent times. He had a lovely little assist for Pedro Neto against Arsenal as well, scoring a goal against Leicester, the winner. So that's what I want to see. Keep playing like that. Keep pushing forward. Find those assists. Find the goals. Be that extra attacker to help out the attackers up front. Enzo Fernandez, look, it's going to be very difficult to drop him from the Premier League team right now off the back of that performance against Leicester. That was such a standout performance. It's not one of those ones where, 50-50, he was good. Lavia can come back. That was out of the world kind of, performance, which it will be very difficult to drop him against Aston Villa. And I think he will do very well against Aston Villa. Very, very well. Aston Villa generally want to play up. And even if they want to play a bit back and defend, he'll still be very good. Now, it's thrown back to Romeo Lavia. He's got to step up. Romeo Lavia in the last few matches has been a little bit dicey. Obviously missed one in between due to injury, but it's good. This is a healthy competition. Hopefully Romeo Lavia can rise up to it as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Would you like to see Enzo Fernandez against Aston Villa in the Premier League next weekend? Let me know. Last but not least, Jamie O'Hara, Chelsea are looking good. They're a bit shaky at the back still. Sanchez, the goalkeeper, is a massive problem. He's terrible. Teams that win the league don't have a bad goalkeeper. When you look at the title winners, they all have one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Now, look, I don't know why all of a sudden, again, this whole title winning stuff is coming into fruition. For me, right now, we're not in any title conversation. Let's see if we can nail down the top four. I think we're definitely in the top four race. For me, even that is a bit of an overachievement. I didn't expect this team under a new manager, inexperienced manager at this level, inexperienced team as well, to make a top four battle straight away. I thought fifth or sixth is probably the right place, and then we continue from there. But it seems like we are in a top four race, and let's concentrate on that. Let's try and nail that down, and we'll see where things are at the end of January if we are close enough in a title race. But right now, I'm not entertaining any title race conversation. But Jamie O'Hara is right. No title race, no title winning team has a shaky goalkeeper. And you best believe Robert Sanchez is an absolutely shaky goalkeeper. He's just got that odd moment where he can potentially make a mistake that could lead to a goal. He's got the most errors leading to the goal in Europe at the moment in terms of goalkeepers. So that's not a good stat to have. Look, there have been times where he's saved our backside, but there have been times where his distributions just led to the opposition transition. So look, this is something to look out for, and this is something that may hurt us, over the course of this particular season. So let's see what happens. I'm still not convinced. I think he's an okay goalkeeper, number 2 goalkeeper, but overall, I'm not convinced with his overall nervousness and shakiness all throughout the match, in any match. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about Robert Sanchez. I think most of you guys do agree that Robert Sanchez is not a long-term goalkeeper for Chelsea Football Club. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest in everything in regards to Chelsea news right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content, and let me know your thoughts, especially in regards to Cucurella and Andrey Santos. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.